Radio. Real 92.3.
All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head.
West Coast.
In the building right now. I'm going to apologize to my dude because I swear I was like, this ain't happening. He not gonna come through. It's gonna get pushed.
He not
back.
gonna pull up.
Pushed back. He pulled up. He here in the building, man. Saviii third. What's going on, big dog? How you doing, bro?
2-1 there.
Hey,
what's going on, bro?
Real quick, I hear people say your name two different ways.
Yeah.
Saviii and Saviii. How do you say it? How do you prefer people to say your name?
Saviii.
Saviii. Okay, so I fucked it up then. Saviii third is in the building.
I just got tired of correcting people, so I just let it go.
He's like, I'm done.
It's all right, whatever.
I'm not correcting nobody else.
Man.
All Eyes on 3, man.
Man.
The project's out. You know what I'm saying? It's been out for almost a month now, man. How have the fans been receiving the music, first of all, and then second of all, for you, how do you feel now that it's out for the people?
Man, it's like a relief.
Mm-hmm.
It really is because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Before, it took just so much. I was supposed to be out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In November, and it was like I had that little incident. I went to jail for like 2 months. Boom, it got pushed back.
Yeah.
And then we just never dropped it. So when I finally got something to put together, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, fuck, it's a big relief. So I'm like, I let it off.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I didn't really have a push I wanted, but I still did it anyway.
Of course.
Because I did it for my people. You know what I'm saying? I know I got at least a few thousand people that want it. They waiting on this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And the response I got was like way more major than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was like, a lot of people don't know the shit behind it. I did it all by myself. So it was like, I feel accomplished like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It was something, like I said, I ain't fail on.
Yeah, man. So talk about that accomplishment of doing it on your own, man. For the people that don't know, you did some time, you got out, and did you, let's just say, had you had the push you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Would you have waited to put it out a little long? Would you have waited a couple of weeks, a couple of months, or are you happy with the way it went?
No, I mean, it could have been way much more bigger just with promotion and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, if I could have, I would have waited.
Got you.
You know, if the opportunity was there for sure,
Yeah.
I would have waited. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I had no other option at that point but drop it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why am I waiting?
Right.
I'm not waiting for nothing. It's like the longer I'm waiting for what?
Now,
like,
Why All Eyes on 3?
Um,
I mean, obviously the Pac shit, but
Yeah. See, honestly, before the even the Pac shit, okay, I did it because I knew it was gonna like resemble the Pac shit, of course. But I wrote it when I was in the pen,
exactly.
right? I wrote everything. What my mixtape gonna be now. Before I said my first mixtape was gonna be called The Runner, but this was just some old thought. But then I said number 2 was All Eyes on 3. Boom, I just went with All Eyes on 3, and I wear the bandana. You feel me? So I'm like, it just go, you know.
Got you. You say you wrote it while you was locked up. Did you have access to like what you was writing it down? You all in the head with it? You on the internet?
I had it all on paper.
All on paper.
I had it all on paper.
So everything that we heard is everything. There's no other songs that you wrote while you was locked up.
Oh no, I got so many more songs that just in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's crazy because this morning, I promise you, my granny getting ready to move, and she cleaning out the garage. You know what I'm saying? And I paroled to her house. So she like, I just found your shoe box full of all your
stash.
Your writing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's all my stuff from jail.
Damn.
And it's like I wrote the whole original All Eyes on 3 in jail. Everywhere I just got out and found beats to him.
What made you start writing in while you was locked up? Was it just something to pass the time? Was it something that you had to get off clear your mind?
Yeah, it was that. It was everything. Clear my mind. It was all I had really, other than, you know what I'm saying, them long distance phone calls. So like writing, I had a little composition notebook, had my pen. That's like my me time. You feel me? Because that place is a whole nother world. You know
Is that your first time?
in the penitentiary? Yeah. That's my first
And
time.
you say you did how long?
4 years.
4 years. Damn.
God, dog.
I can't imagine.
Fresh 18.
What do you think about what's your thoughts on the penitentiary as far you feel like it's the people because they say it's for rehabilitation and all that. I feel like it's bullshit. Me personally, you feel like people come out better or worse?
It's how you are. You know what I'm saying? If you, whatever you go through in there, that's what's gonna determine how you are when you get out. So it's like, if you really go through, you ain't gonna want to go through that again.
Facts.
You ain't gonna do nothing to go through that again. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't doing this, not no more. I'm not one of them. But if you just, you know what I'm saying, a hot head, with no guidance, you know what I'm saying, you just gonna get out and do the same thing. And all it takes is like 2 weeks. You're right back in the motion.
Right back.
Doing gang shit.
Right.
So, you feel me? It's just how your head is.
Do you have problems like being in music now, like checking in, doing the parole shit, or
No.
like?
That's man, my PO, he real like he worked with me a lot. He reasonable.
That's good. You just don't hear stories like
Hell no,
Man,
you hear
hey,
horror
man,
stories.
opposite.
On the real. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm blessed. It's
Yeah.
like I get out, I'm about to discharge my parole number in September
Dope.
21st, 2 days before my birthday.
Okay,
A year
that's
early.
big. A year
A
early.
year early.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
amazing,
man.
bro.
I
That's
beat the
amazing.
odds. They said out of all black men, 80% go back.
Go right back.
They don't stay out for a year. I've been out of prison for 2 years.
Did you hear that stigma? Did you hear that prior to you going in or after the fact?
After the fact.
You heard it after?
After the fact.
So when they tell you, they like, in the sense of like, you going to be back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I heard it from multiple parole officers.
That's crazy.
They kept switching. They all told me the same thing. So he like, man, like it was like 3 months of me being out. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Show me a job, show me something, or you gonna be right back.
That's crazy.
Damn. Dude, you feel like I feel like it's like black, Mexican, like all the minorities. I don't know if they tell that to white people. Like, cause a couple of my white people my white homeboys have been to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
They're like more like, oh, you can do this, it's more opportunity or whatever. And I feel like the minorities is like, you'll be right back, and they just kind of like put that on you, like.
Yeah, for sure. It's like that with the system. Period. They judge you if you catch a new case and you're really innocent. They're gonna judge you after your past. If your past say that you went to jail for a burglary, you're a burglar.
They on you, yeah.
Period. They gonna send you back. First chance they get. They don't even care.
How was the reception when you came home? Like, was it? I mean, as far as like the family, I know they missed you and.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real. Cause it was like they had a big ass party and all that. Cause I didn't tell nobody. You know, my last. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell nobody.
Oh, you didn't tell nobody you was coming on?
No, I came home the day before my birthday.
Oh, you just popped up.
She popped up.
Oh,
called my mom.
shit.
Hello.
FaceTimed her on Facebook. She could tell I'm in
She
regular
like, wait, hold
clothes.
on.
Yeah, I'm in regular clothes.
where's you at?
She like, where you? I'm at the Greyhound up in Bakersfield. Come get me.
Damn.
Crying and shit.
Damn, that's what's up.
So let's talk about the early days of Saviii Third, man. As far as getting into the music and obviously growing up in the city, man. Like, what drew you to music, and what do you feel like you bring to the city that nobody else does?
I've been in music my whole life. It just hit different for me. My father and my mom, they both was in music. My dad do music. He make beats, and he was an artist. My mom, she sing it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in music. I was raised in the church. But I really started getting in it when Carter 3 dropped.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the inspiration.
Like it was.
When Carter 3
Inspiration.
dropped, how old were you in that?
I was 12.
Damn. And you just knew, like, I'm going to do music.
Yeah, like that's when I really started. I went and bought me a fake mic from Radio Shack and shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Download beats off what was it, LimeWire?
LimeWire? Yep.
That's when that's all I was doing. I was obsessed with it.
Fucking your computer.
What's
up.
your favorite song off Carter 3?
For sure, 3-peat.
3-peat.
The first one.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, when I heard that, it's like I don't think I ever get a high like that again.
Yeah.
Man, I was young and like, man, Lil Wayne is God.
So your parents were okay with you listening to hip hop for the most part. They
Definitely.
wasn't tripping. So because there's always a dynamic of kids that grew up in the church, right, or do music in the church. Sometimes they family try to hold them away from it.
Keep them
Yeah.
away.
No, see, don't get it mistaken. I wasn't like a church boy. Like I never did music in the church or nothing. Never
Right.
sung in the church or nothing. But I went to church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
But even still,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
sometimes
right,
even
right.
when the family grows up,
yeah,
even
they
in the
not.
church,
They wasn't
just-
really strict like
that's
that.
Good, that's
like
dope.
with the music, but you know what I'm saying. As long as I don't fuck up, they ain't gonna be on my ass.
But that's probably because your parents did music, like you said, right?
yeah, definitely.
Got you. So they probably understood, like, oh man, just
Yeah, they listen to
let
it.
them listen
You know
to
what
it.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Do you feel like the music took you away from, like, with distractions, like the streets or whatever?
No,
No? So were you, okay, let me ask you this.
Not at that time.
Were you already, quote unquote, getting in trouble and shit like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Before Carter 3?
Before Carter 3.
Okay.
I was fucking
So,
up.
but then once you focused on the music, you don't feel like that took a lot of the other shit away?
No, because I didn't know where I was going. I was just young. I didn't know where I was going with it, and it was just like a phase to me at the time. So I was playing football too, and it was just like by the time 8th grade came, I was already streets had me.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
When do you think that you could have quote unquote been saved from the streets? What age do you feel like if somebody would have stepped in, presented you with this music or presented you with other opportunities, what age do you feel like it would have kept you out of the streets?
at 12.
At 12.
At 12, so right before 8th grade.
Right then.
Because that summer of 7th grade changed my life.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay.
the summer of 7th grade changed my going into 8th grade.
Was
so
it anything particular that like you said that changed your life at that point?
I got put on my hood. And that's when you know what I'm saying, my group of friends started changing.
Yeah.
You know, because at that time it wasn't like niggas I was hanging out with on the daily. I didn't have no best friend.
Right.
So, you know, whoever influencing you the most, that's who you want to be around.
Right.
So I was influenced by the game, and I was always around it. So I'm doing what the gang do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if that summer didn't happen, a lot would be probably different. Right
Probably
now.
different. You think you would be doing music?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like music, my destiny, regardless.
Okay.
At this point,
How do your parents receive your music now? Like, are they like, yeah,
man,
he doing it?
man, for real. Just
'Cause
the look on my dad's face.
Even with and going back to that, because we always talk about that, how your parents, they want to protect you. So as much as they do want you to do music because they did it, there's probably a side of them that's like, yeah, but come up with a backup, or like, yeah, maybe because
no, they had no doubt in me.
That's good, man.
Yeah, no
that's
doubt.
dope. That's dope. So they push you regardless the whole
For
way.
real.
When do you feel like people started taking you serious musically?
After I dropped my first mixtape.
Okay.
I dropped my first mixtape with one of my homeboys, my day ones, Johnny Love.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I kept going. I was in the studio dropping shit. I found better quality in studios, and I was the one taking it serious out of all of us.
Right.
So they seen that I was going somewhere with it. They were like, you gonna make it, you gonna make it. All right, boom, and I go to the piano.
Did you have any? Did you have any? I don't want to say like homies that invested in you, but like, you know how like it would always be that one dude that everybody be like, oh, we gonna invest in him because he gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you have that too in your section where it's like people was like, okay, we gonna all invest in Saviii?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, cause a lot of niggas out my section, they do music. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's seen it. The people that was able to invest,
Right.
they seen that I was the one. If you gonna put your money on him. So. Yeah, my big bro TR, Tiny Rob, he in the pen. He been in the pen for 15 years. Rich
Wow.
as a bitch though. So, you feel me? It's like, nigga, look, we gonna pay. He the reason right now, bro. I'm sitting right here. Listen to me. He paid for all my videos that changed my life. Another Day, Batter Up.
Wow.
He paid for those because he knew that this was vital, and it was the most important thing to me. So yeah, he got up under me and did that. You
I feel
me?
like that's the story. Like a lot of times, like when you talk to people from the streets, it'd be like somebody recognizes your talent.
Right.
It's like, all right, I'm fucking with that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I feel
definitely.
like that's a big
And
deal.
it be genuine at the same time though. It be genuine because sometimes people they be like, oh, they only see dollar signs.
Yeah, they're looking at it as an investment.
Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to want to be an investment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to make your money. You feel me? You got to see it in a positive light.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that question too, because I noticed that a lot of times people get negative connotation. They feel like, oh, you trying to get in my pocket, or
Yeah,
you trying.
exactly.
They take it negatively instead of looking at it like I am an investment.
Yeah.
I'm
different types of
I'm
people.
worthy of your investment. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Right.
So when you said things are working out, you got your first mixtape, things was going good, and then you went in. How disappointed were you in yourself at that moment? And then what did you vow to do once you got in? Like, as far as did you see the light of day after that, or it was just kind of like you blanked out?
When I caught the case, it was like, damn, I bailed out like a week later. And it was like, I was like, you know, it wasn't really setting in until I had to really go to jail, and I knew I wouldn't get out no more. I bailed out like 3-4 times. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? And then when I man, I could tell you some cold stories, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
So look, when that last time I went to the county, I knew I wasn't going home. I got sentenced, you know what I'm saying, on April 2nd, 2014. I got sentenced that day, and I sat on my bed. I knew I wasn't going home. And at that time, my mom had sent me the lyrics to Drake, Too Much. And so I know the song by heart. I just sing that song got me through a lot.
Wow.
So you feel me? That's when I knew, and then boom, I just slowly adapted to my new life. It's just a new life.
When you get sentenced, because I know like in the feds, like in the penitentiary, they tend to give you your shit in months or whatever. Like, when they told you how much time you was gonna get, what's the first emotion you had?
They tell me at that first court day when they tell you max.
When they first told you exactly how much time you were gonna do and you knew you wasn't going home, what's the first emotion you had?
I swear to God, I told myself these exact words. I said, my life finna change. I don't know how. Man, I dropped one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I ain't 3 more years. I know I'm about to do like 3 more years. I'm young. Yeah. I'm in love. You feel me? It's all kind of shit going on. I'm like, my life, like what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I was like, ain't nothing to do but just truth. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. I got to.
Got you.
That, man. Damn, dude. Talk about your relationship with Warren G, man, because I know that was very, very vital in as far as your come up and you doing everything. Talk about your relationship, how you guys linked up.
We linked up through one of my older homies. His name Big Fave, and he been trying to tell me, and I told Warren later on during our relationship on the tour bus, like he might not remember, but he tweeted my YouTube video, old one from like 2012, and then he followed me on Twitter and DM'd me and asked me for more songs. Then that's when I went to the pen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you feel me? I ended up showing them that later on in life. But so we link up through Big Fave, and then I finally go to a studio out there. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we just clicked, and then it was in March. That was around March, and then by June we was on tour.
Damn.
So, it clicked. He embraced us a lot, man. Me and my peers, you know what I'm saying? Let them come on tour with us and all that. So I'm like, man, G-Dub is like, he mean a lot to me.
Warren don't get enough credit.
He don't get it because he did.
He ain't tripping off the credit.
I know he not. I know he, man. You know I ain't tripping off that, man. It's all good, but nah, he need his credit though.
He do though.
I remember him doing the same thing for Bishop Lamont and Bad Luck. I remember him doing the same type of that, just embracing the youth. But obviously things didn't go in that route. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You signed with Cash Money. You know what I mean? Like, so talk about that. Like, I don't know what when you did get signed with Cash Money, what was his response and how was that relationship? Did it change after that or what?
Definitely, because so I ain't never told this story, man. That shit crazy, but I've been wanting to let this shit out because people need to hear it. So I go to jail. Right before I shoot Batter Up, I got out the day before that. Warren bailed me out.
Wow.
Because the police found a gun in the car, but it wasn't mine, but I'm on parole.
Right.
So, I'm around the gun, they're going to take me to jail regardless. Boom. They get the PO to lift up the hold, because they ended up doing the evidence, whatever. He bailed me out. But we was already, like, bumping heads on the tour because, like, I felt like I was grown and can't nobody really like tell me what to do. And he wanted me to do certain things and stop doing certain things, you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't comfortable with. So we bumping heads and shit, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, Whack 100 in my DMs, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like he just popping it because he's sending me numbers and all types of, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm giving him the runaround. He not even knowing I'm already in business with Warren, you know what I'm saying? So right after that, we get off tour. I'm talking to Whack off tour. Boom. After that, that's when I went to jail, got out, shot Batter Up. Shot Batter Up. I say the next day or the day after that, I met with Whack. And somehow he seen my contract with Warren. You know what I'm saying? He seen the numbers. And I know how, but you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So he starts saying shit, and I'm like, damn, I didn't like really give a reaction, but I'm like, that's true. You know what I'm saying? How you know my numbers? You feel me? I'm saying that to myself. So he showed me the contract. He like, nigga, this the same contract that you got with him, but the numbers quadruple. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't want to like, you feel me? He like, man, yeah, believe it, nigga, he pension you, blah, blah, blah. So me, I'm blinded. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, Warren asked for 50 bands. Birdman gave it to me. Like, y'all want anything, give me 50.
Damn.
I didn't sign for no, he didn't give me nowhere near 50 bands, you feel me?
Right.
So I'm like, nigga, I was surprised Birdman gave it to him, and I knew it wasn't a lie because my lawyer told me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave him 50 bands. Boom, like, we want this nigga. That's when the next day I signed my contract, and then about a week later, that's when I met him in person, and we took a picture and then did all that. So after that, I just didn't me and Warren, we wasn't talking a lot, but I told him like I was reaching out to him fully. You feel me? Letting him know exactly that I wasn't on no bullshit, because I just felt like I was doing what was right, bro. Excuse me.
No.
Because it's like, basically, look, I went to my first meeting was with Def Jam, and I thought it was some regular meeting. You know what I'm saying? So I get to the meeting in New York. They fly me out and all that. I get to the meeting. It's Paul Rosenberg, and it's the big dog.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, straight up.
It's the real deal. You
Yeah.
feel me? And they like, we don't want to waste no time. We ready for you. We're gonna have a proposition on Saturday. I'm like, oh shit. First thing I think about is Warren.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I turn around, I go get the A&R, like, man, look, I got a contract with Warren, man. Like, I can't do nothing else until we, you know what I'm saying? And then he like, oh, we'll figure something out. They bring Warren in, we have another meeting, same thing. Boom. After that, they cut me out. So I felt like you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what's going on? It was just where we was.
Yeah.
And then,
Mentally.
you know, you got to see where I was at mentally.
Hell yeah.
With Warren, and then see where I was at with Wack. He's showing me this, and it's really like, I can't deny, I can't lie to myself, it's facts.
Right.
They really quadrupling the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, damn, I do it. I signed.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you did it, you were just doing it in the best interest of Saviii and Savii's family?
Yes. I was waiting on the family part.
Got you. No, I feel that.
I was waiting on that, because that's what I did it for, bro. That's what I did it for. It was like, man, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for me. I don't think I ever see this much money at one time. Like, I've been struggling for too long, watching my mom struggle for too, like, literally penny pinching, like, eating nothing. You feel me? So I'm like, man, give it to me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I never had that, ever. Man.
Have you been able to sit down and chop it up with Warren since that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. We chopped it up. And I feel like the relationship will never be as tight as it used to be, but it's gonna always be it's gonna always be love.
Well, I'm gonna give you props for admitting that, you know, where you felt like you went wrong in this situation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when artists kind of go through stories, of course they look in the best interest of themselves, but at the same time they don't see that somebody else is trying to look out for them.
Exactly.
And it seems like you realize that after the fact.
I'm not gonna lie, I regret it.
Yeah.
I admit that any day.
You regret
People
it.
say you shouldn't have regrets, no regrets, and I regret that.
Yeah.
It's like at that point I was worried about money.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
of course.
And it's like I ruined a good relationship. It degraded a lot because of that.
It's a teachable moment too. I mean, the thing is, you're gonna go through life shit. Things are gonna happen. The fact that you learned something from this, from the outside looking in, I feel like that's the best situation that you learn something from the whole, you know, things kind of rifting apart. I mean, obviously it's a relationship that meant a lot to you. You know what I'm saying? It still means a lot to you. So it's like, you know what I mean? I think it's a teachable moment. Like a lot of people, this is the thing that people don't see.
Exactly.
A lot of
For
motherfuckers
real,
don't
man.
see this side of the
And it's
industry.
like,
You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of people go through it, but some people can't take it to where they go ranting on the internet
Right,
about it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? About the shit that people don't see, and it's like, you know, it shouldn't go that far because I don't have no bad blood against him. Like,
Right.
in all my interviews, they ask me about
Yeah,
Warren.
yeah.
No bad blood. I love Warren
Right.
G. I love G-Dub. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, G-Dub fucking introduced me to Kendrick Lamar.
Right,
like,
right.
I'm not gonna he's forever in my great graces.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, you don't know what that nigga mean to me.
Yeah, man.
And that nigga introduced me to Kendrick, man.
What's the relationship like now with Cash Money? Because I know you said you're doing this project all on your own. What's that like, or what's the
Ain't no
situation?
sugarcoating. It ain't the same. It ain't how it used to be because, you know, it's just at one point, me and Stunner talk daily. You know what I'm saying? We really had our own bond. And then it's like, he always said it, whatever happened with you and anybody else, it don't got nothing to do with me and you. We're gonna always be this. So I really believe that. Like, he looked out for me in different ways. Nobody looked out for me when I was down in jail. That nigga was really answering the phone and giving me, you know what I'm saying? So I really felt something, and that nigga, like, I don't talk to him at all now. All because of this stuff. Because of me and my manager, my ex-manager.
What's the relationship like now with management? Or with you?
No communication at all whatsoever. No cap.
God damn, dude.
So what do you think? What do you think could be different, or like if you could change anything when it comes to your relationship? Obviously, with Birdman, with Wack, with Cash Money, with whatever it is that's going on right now. What do you think? What's how do you fix that? Like how do you repair that, or how do you even move forward?
We get to the business and I just work. I know when you labels want you to be beneficial. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got signed for. You got to produce a hit. You got to produce. You got to go work.
Yeah.
I got to work. Yeah, I got to go work. But at the same time, man, y'all ain't showing me nothing. You feel me? Nothing at all. And it's like at this point, I hate going to the internet and broadcasting because I love this shit.
Right.
And when I said that, I treat this shit like my own gang. Like I really love that Cash Money shit. So it's like, damn. You feel me? But I'm gonna stop because ain't nobody replying.
Right.
You feel me? This all I know. I'm gonna go for
you're
what I know.
saying that you do reach out, you try to make those calls and try to make it happen, but it's just kind of silent at this point.
Definitely. And it's all because me and one person relationship ain't what it used to be. But I don't blame him though. He the one that brought me to the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I was gonna ask you too, because I remember talking to you one time, and you own what I do appreciate about you is you own your part on whatever it is that's going on, whether it be going to the pen, whether it be your part in the streets, whether it be your relationships, you with Warren, like you really do own that. That is commendable because a lot of people be trying to be like, oh, it's his fault, it's her fault. They do all that weird shit, right? What do you feel like your role was that ruined this relationship?
my role was that ruined this relationship in the beginning. It's in the beginning, and I corrected it. I never had a manager before, so I wanted to do shit my way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't allowing myself to be managed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't allowing myself to be managed, just letting management handle all communications, and just I was having people that was emailing me and shit. So, but when I corrected it, that's when, you know what I'm saying, it was like nothing I could do because I could see that I'm not the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's all emotions though. Mm-hmm. And it's all ego shit. It has nothing to do with music. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you having this big ass effect on my career over emotions and ego. Like, you want to stroke, then it's not being stroked how you want to stroke. So you like,
yeah, cut
and
off.
I'm like, but it's like, I know I'm gonna prevail. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I go down, I bounce back triple times harder. I promise you. Like, I thought I wasn't never gonna ever be this far because I did 4 years in the pen. Yeah. I'm like, man, it's over for my music career. They're gonna forget about me. Yeah. I got out and I did this in 7 months.
Yeah, I mean, that's a success story in itself.
To build it back up, yeah.
So, you know, that's my motivation. But at the same time, where I went wrong here, I just didn't allow myself to be managed, and it took me doing that violation for 2 months this last time. It took me to do that to really like get in that business mind.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And just recap, you said you had everything that you made off of this, All Eyez on 3, was while you was locked up. There was nothing before that you had?
No, that's the original one, the 7 songs, because I originally released that before, like April, before I signed the Cash Money. And then that was a part of my recording contract. We take All Eyez on 3 down, you know what I'm saying, re-releasing under Cash Money for some extra change.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I added like, it was my idea to add like 6, 7 more songs on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, for sure. Also, too, what's big to me as far as you, I felt like it didn't get enough press, but when y'all were doing the baseball game, was it a softball or baseball?
Baseball, softball.
It was softball game. And it was y'all, it was, I forgot who was playing. I'm drawing it. Was it Great?
Yep, the Great.
The Grape Street. Okay, so I felt like that was a big moment for LA, bro. Mm-hmm. And I was the only one up. I was up here tripping. Like, I don't like
like nobody gonna talk about this?
No, I was.
That kicked it off.
Yeah.
No, on some real shit. I was up here tripping because I'm like, bro, y'all not paying attention to what's going on in the city. If you from LA, you know, you understand. I'm from here. Yeah. So me and him from here, we understand what's going on. Yeah. And so when y'all started doing like, it wasn't just y'all too. It was everybody.
Yeah,
like people.
That was the first game.
That was the first game though that kicked it off.
Everybody, all the hoods that got along, they all start playing each other.
Right. And I was like, this is a big deal. Like, this is huge for two hoods to be playing a softball game against each other. And it was no problems. And I felt like those types of moments in the city don't get enough. They don't get enough shine, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I could on my end to make sure, like, you know, I hit Pete Nice. I hit like I'm hitting everybody. Like, yo, I'm hitting, you know, shout out to the homies from Watts too. I'm hitting everybody. J-Rock, I'm hitting everybody. Like, yo, how can I help? What's going on? Like, trying to get a light on that stuff because, I feel like people only want to report the bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just talk about that real quick. Talk about like. If that was a big, I don't know whose idea it was.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know. Like,
damn, who first? It wasn't my idea, but I just helped.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Your platform.
And nobody knew I was shooting a video at that game that day either. I just shot it. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. The song called "Batter Up" is our first baseball game. You know what I'm saying? We got our ass whooped. They made it look like we won.
Yeah.
Edit
that real quick. Edit that out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but so, man, what was the question?
You said
whose
idea
idea
was it?
I really don't know. I forgot, honestly. But it'd be some of the homies though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they'd talk to somebody, you know, that could get everybody together, a voice in that section. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna play the Insanes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play the Hoovers over there. So, you know,
what does that do after the fact? Like, I know, you know, because we seen the you know, obviously after Nip passed away, we seen the games kind of come together and things work out. What happens after those conversations or after the game? Is it in the streets? Is it like cool, or is it kind of like
see we, off the dribble, we ain't gonna play nobody in a soft game that's our enemy. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't on no shit like that. We was just playing like LA game allies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we cool with certain people, you know what I'm saying? And we like our hoods get along. Let's play each other.
Gotcha.
Grape Streets.
Gotcha.
You know a lot. I'm always in the Jordan Downs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of niggas from there.
Yeah.
The 8 Trays, we play a bunch of niggas, you know what I'm saying, that come from the same shit we come from.
Gotcha.
You know, like the 40s gonna play the 30s. You know what I'm saying?
Got
You feel me? So yeah, it's it built relationships for afterwards. Like I know a lot of niggas from Broadway down that I just from that game that I ain't know before.
That you didn't
what I'm
know,
saying?
yeah.
Like they'll come to my functions and shows. I get him in and all that, man. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Just from that game.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate, you know, the city doing that type of shit because that's not the authorities setting that up. That's not city councilmen. That's not police involved. That's just the community. Like, we're gonna do something positive. And I feel like
it needs to be celebrated more.
You know, afterwards it's gonna be cracking.
Yeah.
Right.
Where we going
Turn it
after?
up.
Right? Both of these hoods about to be in one spot.
Yeah.
Man, every time it was love.
That's what's up, man. I just felt like that we should. I want to see more of that because I even saw when Greedo did the show with RJ.
Yeah.
And I was ranting and raving about that. And I'm like, bro, before Greedo went to jail, but I'm like, why aren't nobody talking about this type of shit?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. The first RJ vs. Greedo at the Observatory, bro, that was one of the greatest concerts I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
Bro, that was an awesome show. Like, it was beautiful. I lost the bet.
Yeah.
Greedo lost. Greedo, RJ ate him up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, oh.
Hey, yo.
The homie was like, give me my money, man.
Yeah. Hey, but I like that. I like that friendly competition because I even remember like over on the west side, like some of the homies was doing paintballing, and it was just like, bro, like I like to see that kind of shit, and nobody talks about it though. So I be in my feelings because like
man, y'all weird.
Yeah, I start hitting all these news outlets and shit like y'all. You gonna report all the everybody shooting at each other
at ABC. Y'all see this?
Oh, everything I was.
It's crazy because I just believe that's just how the industry of entertainment is work, because it's like they ain't gonna never broadcast the great shit except for like when a nigga tackle a gunman or something on the train.
Right.
They ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna never.
I feel like they over sensationalize. Like, even let's say, you know, at the baseball game, right? If two of the homies got into like a little scuffle, they'll make it the biggest thing. Oh, you know, gangs, this and that, this going on, and shots fired. It's like, come on, none of that should even happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that it definitely needs to be celebrated when things like that happen and it's successful with no issues.
Hey, you also, I want to commend you too on collaborations. Cause you everywhere, you know what I'm saying, and you fucking with people from every which way. You fuck with Mozzie, you fuck with AD, you got Stupid Young, who was also from Long Beach, and I just like, I really like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we needed to be doing more of that, especially in California where the shit be hectic and political.
Man.
But what makes you start like rocking with everybody from everywhere?
I'll reach out when I'm feeling something. If it's my song, you know what I'm saying. But if they reach out, it just be on certain relationships. Like Mozzie, it was genuine. We connected, genuine. Like it all was meant to happen. Stupid Young, I was in jail with that, and we was in the pen together. That's
Real?
Yeah, that's my nigga, man. I knew him in Shadow.
Yep.
Asian boy.
Wow.
You feel me? That's my nigga.
Right.
But every relationship I got with an artist is genuine. Like all the new generation LA dudes, One Take, all them Rucci, them my boys. I reached out and we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? They just like me.
Yeah.
And niggas is cool niggas. So it's like I feel like I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
You feel me? I like a nigga doing this shit.
Right. Celebrate that shit.
I want to hear what we gonna sound like on the track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's make some dope shit. And I know they feeling my shit because I'm vicious.
Yeah. I know that shit for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I know, you feel me?
Is there
But
anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you want to reach out to or make happen?
From the city?
Anywhere. We start off with the city. Start off with the city and then outside.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, the real though.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of dudes though. But specifically, I think I'm trying to do I'm gonna do an EP with Rucci.
Word.
I feel like we complement each other a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like
We've
that
been
too.
talking about it, and Rucci really my boy, man. You feel it? So he come from the red side, I come from the blue side.
Yeah.
But it's gonna all click, man.
You got a song, and I want to talk. I want to talk about this too because I want to get your take on it. You got a song "Tricky" with Blueface. I know a lot of people been on it. I seen a lot of shit on the internet. They trying to put you against him against you, and all that kind of shit. And I'm like, I don't like that because I know it's just some sensationalized like shit.
Yeah.
But what's your take on it?
They always fishing. They always trying to turn me and Blueface against each other. Always. Our relationship is genuine. You feel me? I talk to that nigga on the regular, not on the regular no more like that. You know what I'm saying? But at least like, a good 2 times.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just talked to him last week, but I always show love to my nigga. You feel me? I'm proud of him genuinely. You feel me? Because I remember when niggas, man, I remember and it happened. You feel me? Now you the nigga. That's a good look. I genuinely feel good for him.
Nah,
that's what's up.
They want me to feel bad.
Exactly.
For him because we the only 2 guys from that label. And he's the one, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, no, I'm not, no.
That's commendable because I noticed. I remember seeing something and I knew it was a fake headline, and I didn't even hit you.
Did you click it anyway?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't even hit you about it because I knew it was some bullshit. I saw like a fake headline and it was like Saviii like something said something. I was like, that don't look right. It sounds like some bullshit. And it
Trolling.
it's some troll shit, right? So I just wanted to make sure people understood that.
Yeah, definitely. Man, I be getting shit sent to me. Man, they said I was shooting at the game, brother house and shit.
You like, nigga, I'm at
told a
home.
whole fake story. I listened to it. I said, oh, he really wants some views.
Somebody told the story.
He told a
He's like,
complete fake story and then showed my live video afterwards. I was on Locust.
Oh, he really believed it.
I'm like, oh yeah, that nigga wants some views for sure.
That's crazy.
Also, you said because I noticed you do like even when we be on the live clowning, you be in the hood and it'd be like
sometimes.
After like I noticed like I remember talking to Mustard and he was saying how you can't really stay there because of the shit like with DJ Official
Exactly.
and with Nipsey and stuff like that. So how do you manage? Even I talked to Roddy about it too, as far as like going back and hanging out with the homies and whatnot. How do you balance the two and how do you try to manage the status? Because you got to make it till September, at least.
Yeah. You gotta go. You gonna have to go through that one time that you ain't gonna forget when you sit down. Like, man, I can't keep doing this shit. Like, I gotta level up.
You said that
You know what
last
I'm
time
saying?
was that for
That-
you.
Yeah, and I told myself that shit. Like, man, I really like I love my environment too much.
Yeah.
I can't be a product of my environment like that. I gotta focus my mind and boss up. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna sink.
Same situation.
So I feel like, you can't just be over there. No, not if you trying to be successful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be in the hood like you used to. You trying to make it out of there.
Some people try to do the 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing where it's
Yeah.
like they try to keep it real and like, bro, I don't understand it at this point in life just because you know what come with that.
Exactly.
So
And it's like you really just doing it to please other people, and you might sugarcoat it. Everybody might beat around the bush and try to say it's different things, but at the end of the day, when you trying to still be about that life and you got a way better life for you,
It's like, why would you?
you like you doing it for the clout, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be about that life. You ain't got nothing to prove no more. So it's like when you do that, you still trying to prove something to these people, and that's just your mind ain't right.
What's some of the best advice you've gotten from somebody either in the industry or in the streets?
Man, that's a good question. I gotta think about that one because I got some good
It could be
advice.
somebody in jail because I notice a lot.
Yeah,
Sometimes somebody
exactly.
in jail give you a gym.
My dad, he just told me don't forget my powers, man. You gotta just remember your powers. Remember how powerful you are. Just remember how far you came. Like really, just I know you hear that as cliche, but just try to remember that. And I think about it, and I'm like, I know I done been through some tribulations, and it's like shit that only happen in movies.
At this point, what do you think that power is? Like, if you had to kind of pinpoint it.
That power is just like, oh, how can I sum it up? It's just man, how could I sum it up? The power is me, I won't say motivating. I wouldn't say, because it's more than that to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it, I really be forgetting like how many people they actually listen to my music,
absolutely, yeah.
Right.
and they actually like you know what I'm saying? I'm their motivation, just like how Nip and man.
No,
it's
you're an
crazy.
example. You straight up an example.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like it's just me when I really think about it.
Yeah.
So the power is just like, man, I don't know.
No,
I can't really sum it up.
I think I get what you're saying. It's like
I mean, I'm trying to sum it up.
No,
I really am.
That's some
fool.
real shit. Like I think that's really what it is. Like you are an example for people that live that lifestyle. They see you doing what you're doing, and they're gonna emulate that because they see success. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for you, like we talk about this all the time. Like every week when we come on the radio and do homegrown radio from Real 92.3, we always before we crack the mic, we're like, damn, we really on the fucking radio. This shit is crazy.
This shit's crazy. Every time.
It's been almost 5 years. And we
Every
do the
time we be in
same,
here
it's
like they really let us in this motherfucker.
you see this?
Like, hey, I promise you, look, no cap, bro. Look, my bro, Infant Fred, he about to get out, right? He got like about a year left. He used to be playing on the yard. I used to be rapping and shit. He used to be playing on the yard with the older homies like, man, Saviii ain't signing to nobody but Birdman or YMCMB.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, bro. We used to just be laughing. When I signed, nigga, he hit me on Facebook like, dog.
Yeah. I can see the future.
Man, I said, man, that's how life goes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I do want to speak one last thing about that too, because I remember when the headlines came out and said that you were gonna sign to Cash Money West, and my thought was like, damn, why? Like, and it was based off of like the shit that we see, the shit that we hear. We hear the contracts and all the shit. But you broke it down by saying you and Bird's relationship was different at that time. So for you, prior to knowing him, like, did that have anything to do with it? Did you have a relationship with them before? Or like, why at that point was it just the fact that you were a fan of Wayne, a fan of Cash Money, that you were like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this at that time?
Yeah, because
And did you have any reservations, like based off of what other people's situations were?
I heard the rumors and everything about getting works for your money or whatever.
Not
with
getting you
Birdman,
paid.
Not getting paid. Man, I was like, man, they going off the blog. I never go by the blogs. You know what I'm saying? I never ever believe the blogs. You know what I'm saying? It might be some type of truth to it, but I never believe it and make a decision off of it.
Right.
So
Well, let me cut you off real quick. Not just because of that, because I'm not saying believe in hearsay, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But somebody like, Wayne is an inspiration for you, right?
Yeah.
And you see the headlines of obviously, and not even headlines, Wayne going saying fuck Cash Money and
Yeah.
shit like this. And this is before you get signed, so it's like, were there reservations at that point, or are you like, that's their relationship? I'm out of it.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. But afterwards, after I did sign, see, no, during that during that time, right before I signed, it was the money, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Right.
but it was genuine. I felt genuine,
Right.
with the whole situation, and then even afterwards, you know what I'm saying? He flew me and 13 of my friends to Miami for my birthday.
13?
13.
Wow.
And we all stayed at the Fountain Blue, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? For like 4 days.
That ain't cheap.
Hell
for
no.
free. And,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he embraced us like no other. You know, and I just felt the real.
Right.
So but
Now I get out. I was just
I ain't
worrying
giving
that-
up on it.
Yeah, no.
I
I'm
ain't
just-
saying that.
No,
I don't
no.
want nobody that's watching this or listening to this to feel like I'm giving up on Stunner or my label.
Nah.
Because I still got full faith in them. But I gotta speak the real.
No, I
That's what it is.
wasn't implying
no,
that.
I know
I know
not
you're
to you,
just
bro.
making sure sure the people
not to
get
you,
it because I
fool.
know when people see it, that's what they're gonna grab little
like,
pieces
it's
of
over
it.
with.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I saw. I did see too. You posted Nip when he had hit you or something and was like, "Keep your head up" and whatnot. What was the relationship like with you and Nip, or did y'all even link? Did y'all
We
even
met one time.
Damn,
We met one time. He even followed me on Twitter since 2012.
for real?
Yeah, I never posted that one. He DM'd me his email and said, send a track. And it was a typo. He put Tracy instead. I'll never forget.
Send to Tracy.
He sent to Tracy and then he corrected and put track and left his email. And I said, with an open verse? He said, yeah, send the verse. Boom. That was on Twitter. So later on, I just kept my buzz going up. It never happened. And I never really bumped into him. I just kept climbing. And I was like, I know he ain't going to reach out because I know what I would think if I was in that position. What I would think is like, I want you to work for it. Like I did. I see you, though. So I worked. But that was my dream to have a song with Nip. And that nigga finally, he was the last one off the West to follow me on Insta.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else followed me on the West, all the big dogs.
That's
all my
crazy.
niggas, YG, they're being reached out. Nip was the last one. I knew it, man. I'm like, oh, Nip finally followed me.
Yeah.
Boom. It's over.
Yeah.
So I go to jail. He commented I post a picture in the visiting room. He commented on it, like, keep your head up, young homie. You gonna come home and bubble. So boom, I get out. I meet him at the studio right after I made my first song. It's called Change. Boom. I meet him, and he told me, I never forget, he said, I don't listen to nobody I can't learn nothing from.
Damn.
He said, that's why I listen to Jay-Z. He like, you listen to shit, you gravitate towards shit that you can learn something from, that's teaching you something without even knowing you getting closer to it. And I'll never forget that. And I was like, that's why, like, nigga, I feel like you my best friend. I know everything about you.
Right.
Him and Kendrick.
That's crazy. Have you had a chance to meet to talk to Kendrick since
Once.
once?
Yeah, he be busy.
Oh, I know.
Man.
Oh, I know.
You got
Gone,
one time.
right.
One time since, and that was about a year ago.
Oh, you were able to talk to him about a year ago. What was the
No. About a year ago is when I met him.
Oh, okay,
I talked
okay.
to him one time after that, which was around August.
What was the conversation like with Kendrick?
It was fast because I told I had his bodyguard, told him to tap in. They was overseas or something. So he called me. It's nighttime where I'm at. It's daytime over there. We on FaceTime, but it's a random number. So we was just he was on the move though. So it was just like I'm updating him, and he like, yeah, I see you got signed. Whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing your
That's
thing.
what's up.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
Game time.
That's what's up, man.
What's your favorite track off All Eyes on 3?
Public figure or changed.
If you feel like there was a song that we do something called a business card track. So if somebody that doesn't know Saviii at all, right? Which one do you feel like is the best representation of you today?
Damn. Let me see.
Like it just sums you up in a
Yeah, see
nutshell.
him coming in the first track.
Yeah, I can see that.
The first track, yeah. That's summing my life up in the little short time that I had in that song.
Also, All Eyes on 3. What's your favorite Tupac song of all time?
It's called Pain.
No love to see the same hardcore to
It's
the
off the Above
brain.
the Rim soundtrack.
Oh no, you talking about the other one. My bad. I'm thinking No More Pain. Yeah.
Why Pain?
Because it's like he was so ahead of his time on that.
Yeah.
Man, I listen to it damn near every day. And it's like, man, he was just talking about some shit that I go through every year of my life. And that's just pain.
And that's what I get from your style, man. I feel like you get that is melodic as it can be sometimes. you still get that pain from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it compliments you very, very well, man, because it shows the personality, but it shows that there's something to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I love that about you, man.
I can see the resemblance too, like in your style, because like Pac was very deep in his music. It was very deep. It was a lot of his emotion in his music, but then he was a goofball too, on like outside of the studio.
Yeah.
And I feel like that I see that a lot with you, because even we be talking shit and whatever, clowning, you clown with the homies, but then in your music, it's emotion. It's raw emotion. So, also too, you mentioned Nipsey and you mentioned Kendrick. Favorite Kendrick song, favorite Nipsey song?
Favorite Nipsey song is Hustle Away or Question. Questions off Bullets 3.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Kendrick song, Art of Peer Pressure, or no, I'm tripping. The Hard Part 2. I'm tripping.
Part 2.
Hard Part 2.
For sure.
That's my favorite Kendrick song of all time. That song, whoo, man, that song. I listened to that song like for I say like 72 hours straight, literally. Like that was the only song I was listening to
Really?
when I first heard it. It hit me so deep. Oh, I felt it. And
That's
I
what's
told him
up.
that.
That's what's up, man.
We always ask this when we close things out. What's one thing you got to do before the year ends? The year can't end without Saviii Third doing what?
The year can't end without me getting the other half of my goddamn advance for my. And I'm just playing. Hey, no, I'm
With
just
my
playing.
money.
No. All bullshit aside. Look, the year can't end. Oh, that's a good question. Man, I ain't gonna think too hard. Let me see.
It can be serious. It can be funny. It can be whatever. Just the year can't end without
the year
you doing
can't
it.
end. The year can't end without me dropping another album.
Go drop another one on them?
Another one. Album.
Oh, an album.
Album.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah. Get
Now,
that
album. All right, bet.
Get that
They
shit.
be calling real life mixtapes albums, and it don't be no album.
It don't be no albums.
But it's okay.
Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to make sure that the people know about Saviii Third? You know what I'm saying? There's probably a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people that don't get a chance to talk to you or see you every day.
I'm glad you asked me that, bro.
That maybe you read online and you're like, damn, I wish they knew this about me.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my little sister. First of all, I thought about you when I just thought about what I'm about to say. She told my mom the other day, like, you know that nobody knows this side of him? Because we was joking. That's all I do is joke all day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm what I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the monster, though. I'm not the super crip. You feel me? I'm really from my hood and all this shit. Okay, yeah. But, man, look, I'm one of the most genuine guys you will ever come across. Don't be scared to approach me. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel no type of harm coming towards you. All I want to do is just put out good energy and get it back at this point. So whatever you see, whatever you hear, just don't judge me before you know me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to judge you. I learned that. Like, that's bad to judge people. You don't know what they going through and who they really are. You could be completely wrong.
Right.
And people be completely wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
I fuck with that.
I read everything. I read the comments.
So okay, I'm glad you said that. You read the comments. Do you pay attention to it or you just kind of let it slide off your back?
No, I let it slide.
Okay.
But like certain shit, that shit hit home.
He be fucking with you, huh?
It hit home, bro. Like somebody comment on a post the other day, like, man, bro, I gotta commend you for you just still trooping and getting through what you going through, and just reversing the energy on them. So at that point, I knew that person is woke on my situation
Right.
and what's going on in my life.
really
So
tapped
I'm
in.
like, that's dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I read the comments. Don't judge me, man. That's what I want to let them know. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, man. I ain't gonna
For
judge
sure.
I love that, man. I love it.
Hell
I
yeah.
enjoyed this conversation. Like I said, I judged you early. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you made it
I
in.
took this serious.
Man,
I'm glad you
I
sure is.
appreciate it. I really
For
do. I
real.
really appreciate it, man. All right. We up in here, man. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head. Saviii Third, going to grab that project, that album.
Man,
All
it's out
Eyes on
now
3.
everywhere you listen to music at.
Absolutely. Tap in, man.
All the time.